Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tina Sutton with Missgingerdots Designs, and I am so excited that you stopped by. Today I have a super fun pattern for you. It is a 3-panel fun fold card, and I absolutely love it. It is just a flat card that opens this way, super simple, takes very little material, but makes the person that you give it to feel a little bit special, and they end up saying, wow, how did she do it? So let me show you how. Let's turn the camera around and let's get stamping. All right, everybody, let's get stamping and make this beautiful interactive Valentine's Day card. This is very simple to make, but very impressive to mail. The thing I like about it is it fits in a standard size envelope. So again, it's fun to send cards where people say, wow, that's a little bit extra special. So to make this card, we are going to use this beautiful Marbled Elegance paper. Obviously it's called Marbled Elegance because there's a lot of marbling going on. The one thing I do want to point out is there's all kinds of different paper that mix and match, but they're kind of a red and kind of a pink element, so you can go either direction with it or mix and match it. The card that I just showed you is more along the red line. I'm using more of the reds. The card that we're going to make right now, we're going to focus more on the pinks just to change it up a little bit. We are going to use 2 stamp sets, Heart of Elegance with the die cuts. You get a lot of dies, enough for 2 magnet sheets if you put your dies on magnet sheets. So lots of dies, lots of hearts. I've already got some of them laid out, so I'm not going to show you each one, but there are a lot of hearts. And this is a great stamp set. It's called Sharing, Loving, Crafting. So I like it. It's just a simple stamp set, but so many times we make cards and we don't sign them, and they look so beautiful, people think we bought them, and then we paid a fortune for them. So darn it, if I'm going to make a card, I am not going to let Hallmark take credit for it. No, no, no. I am going to take credit for it. So we're going to stamp on the back, crafted with you in mind. So yeah, that way Hallmark is not going to take credit for my beautiful work. All right, so we're going to start with the 12 by 12 sheet of paper. You can do this with 8.5 by 11, but the reason I like to use 12 by 12 is the fact that you can get 2 out of 1. So when I cut this, I'm going to go ahead and cut 2 bases. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm cutting the bases. And the bases are going to be 4.25 by 11. So I always cut my 11 first, and then I have a strip for either words or a scrapbooking border, and I always put that aside and save it. And then I'm going to turn it, so I'm going to do 4.25. And there's 1, and there's 2. Oops, 4.25, I almost cut 4.5. Okay, let me line it up straight. There we go. And then I have this as scraps too. This would make a great scrapbooking border. All right. So I've got 2 here. I'm only going to do 1, so I'm going to throw that one to the side. Just throw it to the side. And I am going to score on this 4. So I'm going to line it up on the 4. Push my cutting blade out of the way. How many times have you cut your paper when you meant to score? And let me make sure I line this up neatly. So that is going to be 4. I always go over it a couple of times. And then 6 3/4. All right, there we go. All right, let me move my paper cutter out of the way. And then we're going to just simply fold this. Use my bone folder and get a nice fold. All right, so then you're going to cut 3 pieces of coordinating paper. One will be 4 3/4. I've already cut my paper, so I'm going to use this floral side. It's got marbling on the back, and I am going to That's the first piece. The second piece is going to be 2.5 by 4. And don't worry about writing these dimensions down. I will have a link at the bottom of this YouTube video, and you can print this pattern out or just go read the dimensions. And then this is 4 by 4. So I always get this backwards. The 4 by 4 goes on the bottom. The 4 3/4 are going to go on the top, and then the 2.5 by 4 is going to get in the middle. So let me go ahead and adhere that real quick. This paper is so gorgeous. All right, so that's my top piece. Here is my middle piece. And here is my bottom piece. All right, so there we go. There it opens already. All right, now before I do anything else and before I forget, it's time for me to claim my fame, right? So I am going to stamp crafted with you in mind. And I like that because it's not just handcrafted, it's crafted with you in mind. I don't have, I always buy the stamps that kind of say, you know, handmade, handcrafted, crafted for you. There's been many over the years that I've purchased, but I like this one because it's crafted with you in mind. To me, that makes it seem very, very personal. Then my thing, you can do many things. You can have a stamp made with your name or whatever, but I just like to sign my first name. A lot of times I do a little heart and then do the year. And it's really fun because when my mom passed away, she had saved all the cards that I made. And that was like a blast from the past. And a lot of my friends say that, you know, when I send them a card, they save them and they look back to the year that I made it for them. So it's just kind of something super fun to do, I think. All right, now we're going to decorate this piece. This is where the die cut machine comes in. I'm going to put this away and move the card to the side, and let's bring the die cutting machine out. And I've already prepped this a little bit. I'm using this one is gorgeous, the big white die, gold paper, so pretty. Oh, this is moving. I taped these down so they don't move, but my washi tape didn't hold it. The gold paper is so pretty when you cut it out. And then I just wanted a little printed heart. So let's go ahead and get these lined up and run them through this machine. You guys know this is my favorite thing to do on camera, but I don't do enough of it. So I actually have had a couple of people say, I'm not sure how that machine works. So I thought, well, I'll demo it today. Okay. So then voila, no more fussy cutting. I've got hearts. Okay, where's I can't find my cookie stick. There it is. It's buried. My pickup tool. This side is great for picking up things, and this side is when you have a really tight, look how pretty that is. Can you see the detail? When you have a really tight design, you poke it out through the hole. Look at this one. This one's like, oh, gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. I just love that die cut. All right, get that out of the way, and then this big white one. Oh. I just love these texture hearts. I have a lot of hearts, obviously, through the years, but these texture ones are truly, truly beautiful. Had to buy them, right? All right, let me move this to the side. Let me find my card. Here's my card. So we're going to start decorating it. First thing that's going to go on is my big white heart. But what I want to do is stamp a sentiment, be mine. over in the corner, and I'm going to use Melon Mambo ink. Same color as I used on the back. Gonna kind of do it at an angle. There we go. Be mine. And I'm gonna kind of do this at an angle. This is a big heart. Barely fits on here, but that's okay. I love it. I think it's so pretty. All right, and now I want to layer with some of my hearts. And I always do all of these a little bit different, but yeah. So let's just go ahead and, okay. Let's move that down. That one right there, just layering these hearts. And I'm going to pop that one up for dimension just a little bit. Oops, my extra paper. Barely missed the ink. Okay, so that's going to go right here. Oh, there we go. So cute. Love it, love it, love it. All right, and then on the inside, you can write a note here. You can leave it blank. You can do whatever you want. I'm going to go ahead and stamp Happy Valentine's Day. Just make a fun, old-fashioned Valentine's Day card. All right. Happy Valentine's Day. There you go. Perfecto. And if you want to, you can do wacky lines. I love these markers, these Stamp and Write. They're just skinny, and if you need to write or do lines or anything like that, they work out perfectly. Especially this black. People are always, or my students, my crafters, are always hesitant to do these wacky lines, and I just say you can't really mess them up. The more wacky they are, kind of the better they look, and they all have their own characteristics. So you kind of just got to go with it and loosen up your hand and be loosey-goosey. And then if you want to add little dots, you can do that. I don't know. It's just my thing. And I'm going to glue that right there. There you go, a super cute card. And then if you want to put a little ribbon on it, you can do that. I'm going to cut it long enough that hopefully I can tie a bow. Sometimes I cut it too short, so I think I did enough. Okay, probably too much, which that's okay. I'd rather have too much than not enough. It makes me so frustrated when I go to make a bow and then I don't have enough and I have to do a knot. But then sometimes the knots turn out better anyway, but anyhow. Ooh, there we go. Give it a little haircut. And I'm going to put a little glue dot on it to keep it from moving around and falling off, because since it's at the bottom of the card, it can easily slide off. So I'm going to do one right here, and then I'll do one on the back later on. Oh shoot, I got a twisty in it. That's okay. We're just going to move the twisty to the back. Ugh, that's so frustrating. All right, well, this one's a unique one. Got a little twisty in the back, but honestly, that will bug me, so I will pull that off a little bit later and fix it and redo the bow. But for now, we're going to just go on so you can see, and then I want to tie a little bow on the front. As I say, there are no mistakes in crafting. Just kind of got to go with it. I figure there's always a way to pull it up and redo. Most of the time I don't redo. Most of the time I just cover it up. But the twisty on the bow, that does drive me nuts, so I will take and fix that before I mail this one off. Voila! Put a little bow up there. I need to play with it a little bit, but there you go, be mine. And then the back, crafted with you in mind, Tina 2025. How fun is that? Let me show you a couple of other cards. Here is one that I did with Ocean Friends. It's super cute. I love those colors. Those crabs and lobster make me so happy. And here's one with the seagull, the friendly seagull. That's been a real popular stamp that is available for free on our celebration sale, which is going on right now. So $60 purchase, you can get a choice of several things, but one of them is the Pelican Friends, and you can get that for free. Go ahead and check it out on my website. Thank you so much for watching. I would love it if you would give me a follow or leave a comment. If you want the pattern to this, visit my website, Missgingerdots.com, and look for the 3-panel card, and there will be directions there for this card with all the measurements. Thanks so much for watching. Go do something crafty. Have a fantastic day. P.S. The ribbon is all fixed, so I couldn't stand it. It is not twisted anymore, and I added a little gold heart right there on that middle panel. All right, thanks again. Have a great day.